Good morning. What we're discussing today is about the nutrient cycling experiment. So, in this experiment, we investigate the nutrient cycling using freshwater and Chytomorpha algae. There are two-step setups were used, the fertilize and control sections. So in this study, we observed the biomass, the pH, temperature, and water quality over 14 days. We compare the fertilized and the control sections. One section received fertilizer, while the other acted as control.
On day 1, both fertilizer and control section started with the same biomass index of 2.5, showing that the initial conditions were equal for comparison. The pH level in both treatments was recorded at 6.94, while the temperature remained stable at 28.4 degrees Celsius, indicating consistent water quality during setup. Observation for the both section showed that the Chytomorpha algae appeared healthy and the water was clear, suggesting no immediate stress or visible difference caused by the fertilizer at the beginning of the experiment.
And now we're talking about the day 3 data collection. First, fertilize. Biomass 2.7, pH 7.0, temperature 30.6. So, ang nabantayan ani, na-increase ang biomass sa day 3 kaysa sa day 1. And ang tubig niya remains clear. And sa control, ang biomass is 2.6, pH 7.8, temperature 30.6. So, amo ang nakuhan ani sa control sa D1 o ang control sa D3, medyo kanang na-increase gamay ang control sa D1 sa biomass, pero ang tubig is remains clear gihapon siya.
5. Fertilizer group. Biomass index 2.9, pH 7.15, temperature 31.1. Observation. There is significant growth observed and diatoms are starting to appear on the glass. This indicates that the algae are thriving in the fertilized condition, leading to noticeable biomass increase and the emergence of diatoms. Control group. Biomass index 2.7, pH 8, temperature 31.1. Observation. Minimized growth. This suggests that without adding nutrients from the fertilizer, the algae and the control group are growing out as much slowly rates.
Day 7, the fertilized biomass was now 3.2 and the pH is 7.53 and the temperature is now 27.0 and the growth continued. The water was now greener, while the control biomass was now 2.9 and the pH is 8.20 and the temperature is 27.1, showing growth of algae. Water is remain clear.
On the day 10 observation, fertilized section, biomass index 10.4, pH 7.64, temperature 26.2. Observation, algae growth is fast and the water is becoming greener, while the control section, biomass index 2.0, pH 8.36, temperature 26.5. Observation, almost slow growth and the water is remain clear.
Day 14. Fertilized 3.5, 7.58, 29.3. Minimal growth water, very green with some sedimentation. So if the water stay clear and algae filaments are just thin strands, the system is likely balanced with low nutrients and enough light to support a bit of algae but not full bloom. If you notice getting thicker or the water turning green cloudy, that's a cue to tweak nutrients, light, or add more grazers. Control 3.0, 8.42, 29.5. No significant change, water remains clearly, algae filaments appear slightly therein. So green water plus minimal filaments growth, plankton bloom likely driven by nutrient plus light. Sedimentation dead cells, debris settling after bloom, or inorganic cell. If the system is stable, fish plant health good, no spike in ammonia. A short burst of green is common and clear once nutrients is balanced.
Today, I tackle the conclusion of our experiment. Conclusion: balanced nutrient levels are essential for healthy ecosystem. Fertilized section showed rapid growth but instability. Control section showed stability but limited growth. Proper nutrient cycling support sustainability ecosystem. The experiment showed that nutrients greatly affect the algae growth and water quality. The fertilized section grow faster at first, but too many nutrients eventually cause green water, diatom growth, and stress on the algae. In contrast, the control section stayed clear with slow but stable growth. This proves that while nutrients are needed for growth, too much can harm the ecosystem. Balanced nutrients levels are essential to keep the environment healthy and stable.